Welcome to the Merch Minds podcast, where we discuss everything about the Merch by Amazon business and the print-on-demand industry. Here are your hosts, Glen and Yong.
Are you coming up short on design ideas? Are you tired of going back and forth with your designer on Upwork and Fiverr? Well, I have a solution for you. DesignCandy.io. They're a professional design agency that offers quality shirt designs for just $10 a pop. You don't have to worry about coming up with niche ideas. All you have to do is just pay the monthly subscription of $20, and then the designs are just $10 each. I personally use them. I like the designs. I use the designs. And you know what? You get top quality customer service. So if you want some good quality designs, head over to DesignCandy.io right now. Mention Merch Minds, and you'll get 2 free designs when you sign up.
Merch Informer is the #1 research program for Merch by Amazon. You can do niche research by BSRs, keywords, and even by merchant brand names at your fingertips. You can explore historical data to see exactly what strategies the top sellers are using to succeed. Merch Informer was designed to help streamline your research process and help organize your ideas. Head over to merchinformer.com for a free 3-day trial, and after that, it's just $19.99 per month. Use the coupon code MERCHMINDS for 15% off the entire order. Merch Minds podcast episode number 48. My name is Glen, and Yong is here.
Hi.
He's a little tired. He's a little fatigued. He got up a little late. What happened?
Yo, man, I'm tired as heck right now, man. I should be in bed. In fact, I was in bed until someone called me, woke me up. I was having a wonderful dream. But yeah, man, why'd you call me so early, man?
People are usually up by 1 p.m.
Oh,
So it wasn't too early.
Well, first of all, it was not 1 p.m. It was 10 a.m. But yeah, man, no, for those of you guys that don't know, Glenn and I were both in Seattle last week for the Merch by Amazon conference. And then right after I came back home from that, I was home for about 1 day. And then I went to another conference for my day job. And technically I'm still supposed to be at the conference, but I was just so damn tired. I came back last night.
You're not the young buck you used to be.
I'm not the young buck I used to be. And then I tried to sleep in this morning. Next thing I know, Hustler Hacks is blowing my phone up. But it was a good thing. It was, even though I went to bed late, it was good that I wake up and because I had a meeting at 1 o'clock. So it was good that you woke me up.
Were you somewhat alive in this meeting?
I was. This meeting was for like a little side job that I'm doing, and fortunately, it was at Starbucks, and I was able to buy a cup of coffee during the meeting. But yeah, but you want to go over our numbers?
Yeah, so let's go over numbers first, and then we can get into some Seattle stuff. The numbers last 7 days, 130 products sold, estimated royalties $641.73. It looks like so far for September, I've made like around $13.70 so far, I think, for the last 2 weeks. So I was just telling Yong before we started going live on here, I started doing my research. I should have gotten, of course, Halloween shirts probably before we left Seattle, but doing all my research, getting all that stuff going now, a lot of cool ideas. Got to get back in the game. And it's just been kind of crazy the last couple of weeks. I'm finally caught up with YouTube and eBay and all that stuff. So now I'm ready to get back in here into merch. And then we're going to talk about Printful Etsy stuff, which I'm ready to kind of, do some cross listing. So I'm pretty much everything I think that I'm going to put on for the next couple of months. I'm going to go on both. I really want to see what happens, test that out. And then we can talk about that on the podcast, next couple of episodes, how Etsy Printful is doing. But that's my numbers. And about a little bit over 1,300 so far, I guess, for the month of September.
Okay. Decent. I think our numbers are somewhat similar. So for the last 7 days, well, so first of all, I currently have 380 shirts live, which is kind of bad in the sense that I've always been over the 400 mark.
Yeah.
So 380 shirts live for the last 7 days. I sold 89 shirts for, let's see, $1,700, but my royalties are $574.60 for the last 7 days. Now, for the last few months, I've been consistently doing over 3K. I think this might be a month where I actually don't meet the 3K mark.
Hey, there's still a lot of time.
But here's the thing, and obviously we'll get into it in this episode. For the last 2 weeks, obviously, Glenn, we've been traveling.
Yeah.
I haven't uploaded any designs in close to 2 weeks. I uploaded one last night when I got home, just one. So I haven't done any uploading in the last 2 weeks, and I've been really, really focusing on the Etsy Printful integration. Again, that's something that we'll get into here shortly. So technically, even though I don't meet the 3K mark in royalties on Amazon, I might still break the 3K mark with all the pods combined.
Yeah, eventually.
So, well, no, I mean, for this month, like I said, I mean, I might not break the 3K mark, but I'm on pace to do about 400 on Etsy already.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what we really want to talk about. I have a lot of questions for you regarding this
Sure.
Etsy thing that I think a lot of people are really going to find interesting, and also I think things that they need to know, like getting into it, what to expect, what's different about it compared to merch, and why you are so pumped about Etsy and Printful. So we're going to talk about that. Numbers, I think, is that pretty much it? Because I don't think we got anything else, right? I mean,
yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I mean, let's talk about the Seattle conference. Now, there's a lot of stuff we can't talk about because we have to respect the organizers and the people that paid good money to attend. And plus, I know Chris and Ken, they're going to be offering the replay video for a price. So it just won't be fair for Glenn and I to talk about everything in depth. Out of respect for the organizers and the people that attended. But first of all, I want to apologize to Ken Reel. I know you and we did a live show last week when we were in Seattle, and I forgot to mention Ken as being one of the organizers. So Ken, my apologies. Ken Reel, he was one of the organizers. So he should definitely get a lot of props right there with Mr. Chris Green.
Yong gonna buy you a beer because he's so sorry.
I will. You know what? I'll buy him a beer even if I wasn't sorry.
And pizza.
Yeah, but you know what? Great guys. I mean, here's the thing. We interact with each other in the groups all the time, right? And we even had Chris Green on the podcast, and we communicate with each other virtually through the computer, but it's so much better when you meet them face to face, and they're just great guys, right?
Yeah, totally.
I mean, Ken is just an awesome guy, but Ken, again, we apologize for not giving you the credit, but Ken was a very important figure in organizing the conference. So thank you both. So what do you think about the conference?
It was pretty cool. I think it was everything that we kind of expected it to be, and we got to hang out with a lot of cool guys. Like the Jersey guys are super funny. Like those dudes are
great
funny
guys, man. They're great guys.
Yeah, and everybody else that we just hung out with. I mean, like Jacob Topping and well, obviously you said Ken, Chris, Neil Lassen, of course, Paul Chang, and Cody, and everybody else that was out there. It was like a bunch of people just hanging out, and and talking merch, see what everybody likes to do, what everybody's kind of like working on right now. A little bit of like strategy talk and everything. Debbie, huge shout out to Debbie.
Oh, Debbie. Oh, dude. She's just a beautiful person inside and out. I mean, just a great human being, man. Definitely. I don't want to say she was my favorite, but she was one of my favorites to hang out with.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally. And Greg, shout out to Greg out there, and he's listening. And it was just super cool. People were like, "Man, you're like super tall compared to Yong," and I was like, "I know, I'm huge."
Hey! Just keep it down, okay?
Just kidding. We're only like, well, both of us are like shorter than 6 foot, so I think people were kind of surprised, like, because you hear us, you somewhat see us, but you really don't know until you really like see us in person. You're like,
you know who's really tall, and you and I were talking about this?
Chris
Green is really, he's really tall, and it was funny because every time he would go on stage and he would introduce the next speaker and they come up, he towers over everyone.
Yeah, I know. He's like an Undertaker. He's like choke slam people and stuff. Dude was huge.
But obviously, we all know Chris Green would never do that. He's such a great guy. But yeah, no, it's and I sound like I say this all the time, but it's just, I mean, there's no other way to put it. I mean, you attend these conferences for this particular reason, right? I mean, the talks are great, but when you network and you meet like-minded individuals and you hang out with them and you learn from each other. Like a good thing, like for instance, one of the big things that I always joke about is the fact that I can't get out of the 1,000 tier, right?
Yeah.
Dude, Debbie Harvey gave me a really cool pep talk on how to fill up my slots. And that's something that I'm going to have to do here in the next few weeks. But yeah, I mean, I would have never thought about doing something like that. But she gave me some really good advice.
There you go.
And these are the reasons why you want to attend conferences. Whether it's Merch by Amazon, by Chris Green and Ken Real, or the Merch Minds. You don't even have to attend conferences. Okay, if you guys don't have the money to attend, organize your own local meetups, right? Yeah, I'm sure there's tons of local people. Do like a monthly meetup and just exchange ideas and learn from each other. I mean, I think again, I'm notorious for attending conferences. I attend about anywhere between 3 to 5 conferences per year, and every time I walk away with something new that I can utilize, not just for my business, but also for my day job.
Yeah, totally. And who also was cool was Sarah. Like, she didn't even have like a merch account, and she was already preparing.
Right. No. Yeah. No. So what Glen is talking about, and she flew in from San Diego, and this is how dedicated she is, right? She does not have a merch minds. She doesn't have a. See, this is how tired I am right now. She doesn't have a Merch by Amazon account yet, but she flew out all the way from San Diego because she wanted to learn and just get all the information that she can about the business. So when her account does get approved, which it will, dude, she's gonna be like far beyond what the average Merch by Amazon account user is. I mean, she's learned so much already.
Yeah, totally. And we told her, a little bit more about Etsy thing and Printful. So I think she's really gonna get on that because, I mean, you can do that now.
Yeah, you can do that.
Build that up, while you're getting approved for merch. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just so fun. Yeah, we did a live podcast. I know I've mentioned this, but go back and check that one out. We collabed with the Jersey guys, the Amazon merch Jersey edition. Kevin and Anthony, great guys, man. I mean, I think at one point, we were joking with them so much. I remember someone asked us, "How long have you guys known each other?" we're like, oh, we just met tonight, but we were just cracking jokes and having a good time. You know, they have a good sense of humor. We have a good sense of humor. And, you know, she was like, man, it seems like you guys known each other for such a long time because we were just popping off on each other.
Yeah.
But it was all in good fun, right? And but great guys. So if you guys haven't, go check them out. They have their own podcast as well. I think it's called Amazon Merch, Jersey Edition. Show them some love. They're a little more, you know, they talk a lot about outsourcing the whole process. Obviously, Glen and I, we do our own designs, and we like to upload our own designs as well. But after talking to them, man, I think at some point I need to outsource some of the stuff, and that's, you know, that's a whole nother episode.
Yeah, it's a whole nother thing, and we want to talk about more about that outsourcing, whether it's designs or I mean, some people are like outsourcing listings or the designs or both or research, or I don't know. Everybody's doing just different things that works for them, and that was really, really cool to hear and talk with everybody to see what they're doing.
Yeah. No, I mean, everyone has their own way of doing business, you know, doing merch, but yeah, it was just really good to meet everyone and get to know them in person. Oh gosh, I mean, just I feel like I'm leaving so many other people out. I mean, we met Rob Anderson from Dollar Moves. I didn't even know he was there until he got on stage, and then I was like, "Yo, man, is that, you know, that's Rob?" And you know, we went over there and we introduced ourselves to him. Nice guy as well. I mean, everyone was just they were just so nice.
Yeah, and I think, and speaking of like conferences and all that, what about our Denver stuff that's going on?
Yeah, so if you guys haven't heard by now, in about 3 weeks, Glen and I, we're going to be out in Denver, Colorado. I guess you can call this a conference,
Seminar,
seminar, meetup, whatever. But Glen and I we will be out in Denver on Friday, October 6th. We're going to be giving a presentation. It's going to be me and Glen. Margaret, Texas Gal Treasure, is going to be there. Travis from Design Candy will be there. I think Mike Treasure Gnome is going to be there. He hasn't confirmed with us yet, but he'll let us know here in the next day or two. But yeah, $60, guys, to register, which is, in my opinion, nothing. We're going to feed you. We're going to plump you up. You know, we're going to pick up the tab on that one. In fact, we're going to be losing money. Actually, I think, you know, I know we've been getting a lot of requests from people saying, well, if you can't attend, can you offer the video? If we do offer the video, we might make a little profit. But considering that we have to buy the food, rent the venue, and the plane ticket out there, you know, it'll be really close. So it's not like we're trying to do this to make a profit. We just really want to meet with the loyal listeners. That's what we're doing. But yeah, so that's October 6th, Denver, Colorado. If you can't afford to talk, if you can't afford to attend, Glen and I will be there all weekend long. We'll have social hangouts and stuff. You know, we'll do something, right? I mean, go on a hike or, you know, mud wrestle. I don't know what you guys do in Denver. We'll do something.
Man, go on a hike. Now we got to work out and stuff. I thought we were just gonna like chill and have a couple of drinks with some people that want to hang out.
No, I'm not having a couple of drinks with you anymore. I'll tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
I bought you a drink and you didn't finish it.
When was that?
Don't play dumb with me, man. We were at Hard Rock. I bought you that martini. Was it a martini? I don't know what it was.
It was like pure scotch.
Yeah, that was good stuff, man.
It was good stuff. You bought me a drink at the hotel like the day before that.
What? I did.
Remember? Yeah, you did.
So I bought you a couple of drinks, but that was an expensive drink, my man. That was $14.
Hey, I didn't even know anything about how much things cost. I just know that you're like, here, have this drink. It's on me.
Yeah, well,
and I tasted it, and I was like, "Oh
you
man!"
wanted it. He wanted it, and then he didn't finish it. And he goes, "Well, here, why don't you drink some?"
I was like, "This thing is gross," and then people agreed that it was, and then that was the end of that chapter.
And yeah, so you know what? I'll still buy you a couple of drinks. That's how nice of it. That's how nice I am. But
You're kind man,
dude. Speaking of that, we're kind of going all over the place here. Do you remember what happened the first night?
Oh yeah.
So apparently, so there was a like an informal meetup for all the people that was attending the conference at the bar inside the hotel. And first of all, Glenn and I, we walk in, and we hear, "Oh my God!" Right? And so and this is Debbie. This is Debbie again. Shout out to Debbie Harvey. She sees Glenn, and she's like, "Oh my gosh!" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" I'm like, "What the hell did we do?" Right? but it was just Debbie screaming, "Oh my God!" And then she, because she saw Glenn, she came over, gave us a big hug. Anyway, long story short,
Yong says, "Let me buy you a drink."
I buy him the drink. I ordered myself a drink, and we had a long day of traveling, right? So it was by like 9 p.m. We're like, "Yo, man, let's just go back to our Airbnb." We jump in the Uber. Halfway to the Airbnb, I look at Glenn, and I was like, "Yo, dude, I forgot to pay the tab." And then so I start messaging all kinds of random people that were still at the bar. And shout out to Paul Chang, man. He came through, picked up the tab. And
waitress was pissed.
Well, she probably was. And I'm one of those guys, like, I was paranoid. Like, ask Glenn. Like, I was paranoid because I don't want to be the guy, who orders drinks and not pay for it, right? I mean, I was like seriously concerned. And
really concerned.
Yeah, I was like, man, I don't want to, be that guy who pays for drinks and just leaves. I don't do that. It just happened by accident. But Paul came through, picked up my tab. The next day I bought him lunch. We went to McDonald's and had $1 menu lunch. So thank you, Paul Chang, for coming through. But yeah, we just completely got off topic there.
Oh yeah. Well, going back to the seminar though, it says limited to 40 registrants. How many do we have left? Because I actually had some people that I need to go back and talk to, and I think we're like running out of space, right?
I think last I counted, we have about 4 or 5 slots open left. Yep. So if you guys do want to attend, now is the time. I mean, by the time this episode is uploaded, we might not even have any spots left. So, yeah. I mean, but you know what? We've been talking about this for weeks now. So, so don't message us if it's sold out.
And I've had people email me asking me like, if we're gonna like hang out and stay there, answer questions, and I was like, totally. Like, I don't want to be. It's not gonna be something to where like we do some type of talk and then we just like disappear or something. Like,
we're not gonna do that.
Like, I really want to hang out and talk with every single person that goes somehow, some way. I don't want. It's not gonna be anything like that to where we're just like totally not cool and we're just, oh yeah, thanks guys for showing up, we'll see you guys later. Like,
yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I mean, we're gonna be there all weekend to hang out. We'll do whatever you guys do in Denver, and then in the evenings, we'll get dinner and have drinks. Mine is Glen because he doesn't apparently finish his drinks, and then yeah, I mean, so if you can't make it to the actual talk, come out to one of the social events. We'll be more than happy to talk with you there. I mean, I'm not, we're not any experts, but I mean, we can definitely talk about the Merch by Amazon program and just kind of share what we've done up to this point.
Yeah, or we can talk about Etsy and Printful, which we're going to talk about that right now.
Yes, sir.
So when did you sign up?
So here's the thing. So and this all happened by accident, right? So about 2 weeks ago, I'm on Printful, because I'm trying to get my Shopify store up and running because, late last year I had talked about working on my Shopify store and I haven't done anything with it. Like it was it's seriously collecting some dust, right?
Yeah.
So I was in there a couple of weeks ago. I was messing with Shopify and Printful, and then when I was on Printful, there's this video. It says Etsy and Printful integration, right? I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what is this? So I click on the video, and it's pretty straightforward, right? I mean, it just, like I said, it happened by accident. Apparently, like that day, when I just happened to log into my Printful account in months, they launched the whole Etsy Printful integration. And for those of you guys that don't know, you can now sell apparel that's offered by Printful on Etsy. And it's all, it's all automated, the process, super easy. So I did it, I mean, I have an Etsy account, but I've never really did anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I linked it up. I started uploading designs, and sure enough, like within the first 2 or 3 days, I had my first sale. Right? I'm like, what the heck? And so when I found out about this, I did a Facebook Live video, and I'm not the type of person that's saying, oh, I'm the first one to discover it, but I kind of feel like I was the first person to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because after my Facebook Live video, the next couple of days, everyone started talking about it. But yeah, so it's been a couple of weeks now, and I currently have like 9 sales. It's not much, but it's considering that it's all organic sales. Like I didn't do any marketing. 9 sales, and I've already profited like around $240.
Okay. And
So
that's what I want. So now this is going to be like straight Q&A, because me and everybody else, we haven't made any money doing this yet. Some of us barely signed up, like me, and some people haven't even signed up. So now we have some questions you got to answer.
Yeah, again, but guys, I want you guys to know though, I'm not an expert. Okay, I just signed up myself a couple of weeks ago. If I don't have an answer for you, I'll let you know. Hey, I don't have an answer. I don't know. I'm not going to be one of those guys who pretends like I know everything. And if I don't know something, I'll be straight up with you guys, and I'll just tell you I don't know.
Okay, at least you're giving us the honest truth.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So how many items do you have live, and is it all shirts?
I have T-shirts. So I have unisex shirts. I have women's shirts. I have men's tank tops, women tank tops, and then the women's crop top. Okay. Those are really popular from what I've noticed. So if you guys are doing the Printful Etsy integration, definitely choose the women's crop top as one of your options.
And I mean, what have you sold the most of? That or the unisex, but it's like a mix.
Yeah, it's like a mix, right? And the reason why I say that the crop top is popular is because I get a notification. So Etsy, someone can favorite your listing,
mm-hmm.
and I get a notification on my app saying that, hey, so and so favorited your product.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a lot of notifications for the crop tops.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I know that the crop tops are really popular.
Okay, crop tops, got it.
But I think your original question was how many products and designs I have.
Yeah.
So right now I have 205 products live, and I'm just kind of thinking on top of my head. I think I have about 40 designs.
Okay.
Something like that.
40 designs. Okay. And have you sold a little bit like on Etsy before, or not really?
Like I said, I had an account, but I've never sold anything before.
Oh, okay. And so why not go and try? So if you sign up, you're going to see that you can add different products. So we're talking about like socks, phone cases, totes, leggings, pillows, mugs, hats, whatever you want, at least around there. Why did you go to the t-shirt top type thing? Why didn't you go or try to do phone cases? None of that.
Because I was really familiar with the T-shirts. I guess if I was really smart, I would just offer my designs on every product. But right now I'm just kind of experimenting, just to kind of see what sells and what doesn't. I do have a few mugs, but mostly just T-shirts and tank tops right now.
So can you use the same file, like the same format, like the 4500 by 5400, or?
You can. So, but now here's the thing, and I don't know if this is probably one of your questions, I'm sure. I'm not cross-posting all my designs.
Okay.
What I'm doing is I'm uploading just the designs that I know that are not allowed on Amazon, and I tell you why I'm doing it this way, because there's two reasons. Number one is to deter copycats. So if someone takes my design from Etsy and they try to upload it onto Amazon, number one, it'll probably get rejected because a lot of these designs are parodies and things that just won't be allowed on Amazon according to their terms of service.
Mm-hmm.
But my designs are, they're all original. They're designs that I've done. And then number two, if it does, if it somehow gets through the cracks and Amazon accepts it, people are definitely jeopardizing their account. Yeah. Because again, these designs, they should not be on Amazon.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you think? Would you say there's a little bit more lenience on, not necessarily trademark, but I guess rules somewhat compared to Amazon? Because Amazon's like super strict. What would you say, I guess, comparing the two?
Well, so here's the thing. Like, again, I don't know like all the I don't know Etsy's terms of service, but I'm pretty much following Amazon's terms of service.
Yeah.
But I am kind of taking a risk in the sense that I'm doing a lot of parody stuff that wouldn't be accepted on Amazon. And let me give you a good example. I might make a shirt using the Coca-Cola font, and make a shirt that says enjoy, I don't know, enjoy something, right?
Yeah. Using
the Coke font and everything. Clearly stuff like that wouldn't fly on Amazon, but I'm doing it on Etsy. Again, I'm not an expert. I might be jeopardizing my account. I don't know. And if you do know, let me know. That's why we're doing the show. So I can share my journey and at the same time, learn from you guys as well.
Yeah. And how much is it? How much do you pay per item? Do you pay per month? What does that look like?
So it's per item. So basically, you have to upload your credit card information on Printful, and whenever you get an order, Printful will then recognize that order. Well, hey, someone just ordered a tank top extra small in royal blue, right, of this design. So then when they do, Printful will charge your credit card for what they charge you, and then you make a profit based off of what you charge off, the customer. So
yeah.
so basically, let's say on Etsy you have that tank top priced at $25, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same tank top on Printful is going to be $12 or something, right?
Yeah.
So you're buying that tank top for $12. And then you basically profit whatever, the money after the $12 up to the 25 retail price that you have. Obviously, obviously there's fees and stuff in there somewhere, but you guys get my point.
And what about the listing?
What about the listing?
Like paying.
I'm sorry, what?
Like paying for the listing
on Etsy.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not an expert, but according to Margaret, she said it's 20 cents per listing.
Okay. And it doesn't matter like what it is.
Yeah, that's my understanding.
Shirt,
and you know what?
pillow.
And you know what? I mean, I should really sit down and just get familiar with all the rules. And again, that'll happen. Right now, I'm just trying to upload as many designs that I can on Etsy. But yeah, I'll for sure in the next week or two, I'll sit down and read all the rules and regulations on Etsy and find out about the fees and stuff. But I think a good person to talk to about the fees, excuse me, would be definitely Margaret, Texas Sky Treasures.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And so what is your plan? Like, what's your game plan with this thing?
Well, Glenn, I'm glad you asked. I'm just joking. Well, you and I were talking this morning, right? I was like, it'd be really nice if I can do $100 a day on Etsy.
Yeah.
Because if you do the math, that's $3,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we all know that Amazon is king when it comes to e-commerce. That's where the traffic is. That's where people go to shop. But again, we said this 100 times now. I mean, I'm so terrified of Amazon. I can't solely just rely on Amazon for profit. And now I understand. Hey, again, Etsy is not our own platform, but it is another opportunity. Okay, so I'm trying to build that up at the same time. I'm doing Merch by Amazon now, and so yeah, that'd be a nice goal if I could just do $100 a day.
So what do you plan on adding? Like, are you planning to add like just shirts, or try to go all over the place and add different things, or?
Well, like I said, I mean, I do have a few mugs. I don't know why I haven't done any hoodies yet, even though they have hoodies. I don't know. I mean, I just want to start off with like the tees and the tank tops first. But, technically I should just go in there and start adding the hoodies as well. But, I mean, now leggings you can't really do because some of the designs, they're just not going to look good on leggings, right?
Yeah.
So I might stay away from that. But yeah, I mean, I'll do the totes here eventually, and the hoodies and the phone cases.
And what I guess like why should people join this compared to like what's the difference between this, Redbubble, and other stuff? Like, what makes this so good?
It's easy, number one, and I did my homework. I think, and I can't remember exactly. I think the global rank for Etsy is like 189 global, and I think domestically it's ranked like 86.
Mm-hmm.
And the stats that I were looking at, it said that in the last 6 months, Etsy had over 200 million viewers, or not viewers, but people that visited the website. Now, obviously, it's not comparable to Amazon's number, but 200 million people in 6 months, that's a lot of people visiting Etsy.com.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of traffic on there. There's people shopping on there.
Yeah, I think people kind of like, not really underestimated it. Maybe because it's just so different from eBay and Amazon, and I think people are just kind of like, if you've never sold on there before, it might be a little maybe weird in the beginning.
But here's the thing, it's so freaking easy. Like Printful has a video, it's a short 3-4 minute video that teaches you how to link up the products to your Etsy account. I mean, it's super easy, right?
Yeah.
And I just read this in the group somewhere. Apparently, someone's already offering a course on how to do this whole integration. Don't buy it. This is so freaking easy. And I tell people all the time, hey, this is super easy. Like, if you have any questions, again, I'm no expert, but nobody should be making a course on this. I mean, if you guys have any questions, contact me, and I'll answer your questions for free whenever I can.
Yeah, Printful. If you go to printful.com, they have like a full like step-by-step on how to do it.
Yeah, go to YouTube. They have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's totally easy. Okay, so here's the thing that I like about this whole thing that makes it different from Merch by Amazon, and that's the tags. Now you have 13 tags to use per product. Do you think these have helped you so far in getting your sales, or anything you can probably add to that?
Yes, because I go in there daily and I look at my data, and I see it tells you what people are doing, what they're searching for.
Yeah.
I don't know how accurate it is, but it definitely does tell you, oh, well, people are searching for hustler hats or, or merch lines. And it tell you how many people did a search for it. So yeah, no, it definitely helps.
And they have like a full like Etsy stats tool thing that you can also use. So you can see like where the traffic's coming from, what keywords are working or not working, and different things like that. So there's cool stuff that you can work with to see how you can improve. And that's what I kind of like about it too. Because there's a lot of stuff with Amazon that we're kind of like wondering. That was like a huge thing that people are trying to figure out, especially keywords, right? Like,
yeah, Amazon, the Merch by Amazon dashboard is so simple, right? There's no data, there's no stats, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Etsy, they provide you all that information. Again, I don't know how accurate it is, but it is there. You guys can see, like Glen said, like where, what social media platform are you getting the most traffic from? What keyword are you getting the most traffic from? So it's pretty cool to see all that information.
Yeah. So what's your next goal? Like trying to get 500 a month first, or?
You mean on
yeah.
I never really had a goal. I'm just trying to put up as much designs that I can. But that'd be nice. That's a good goal. $500. That's a nice car payment, right?
Yes, sir. But what are you at right now? You said, I guess, since you've joined, but what do you think?
Well, I'm just 2 weeks into it.
Okay.
And already, I got paid out $115 the first week, and then I got paid out like $80-something the second week. Basically, it's $100 a week so far within 2 weeks. So that's $400, right, in 1 month. So yeah, I just want to keep uploading, and then, if I can do 1K on the Printful Etsy integration, that'd be nice, right? But right now, I'm just really trying to learn as much as I can about the platform. So right now, I just started messing with ads. So I'm doing oh gosh, what did they call it? The Etsy promotional ads is basically where your product is being featured.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that. I'm getting a lot of impressions. I'm getting a few clicks throughout the day. Unfortunately, no purchases yet. But I've only been doing this for about 3 days now. So I'm gonna let it run for about a couple of weeks. And then once the data comes back, I'll see. I'll know whether I should continue doing that. And they also offer Google Shopping. You can promote it on there. I haven't messed with that yet. Again, just one thing at a time. I'm just kind of messing with the Etsy promotion ads first, and then I'll let that run again for about a couple of weeks, and then I'll mess with the Google Shopping and see how that works.
Yeah, and this is by no means like I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it's better than merch, but I can tell you that with Yong being on there for like you said 2 weeks,
2 weeks
making money. Like I made what, $100 my first like real month on merch, and that was when there wasn't like nowhere near as much competition as there is now. So that just kind of tells you too, like, this can totally build up to a whole nother thing if you want to do this right now while you're waiting to get approved for merch. If you want to cross list on both, if you want to take totally different strategies on both, you can do that. But I would not just listen to this podcast and just ignore this Etsy thing, because right. I think there's a lot of money to be made on both of these platforms, but this is still brand new, and we've learned from the past, get on something right when it happens. That's when you'll really see, you know, the benefits to something.
Mm-hmm. No, and just to kind of go off what you said, my very first month on Merch by Amazon, I think I did $28.
Yeah.
My first week on Etsy through Printful, like I said earlier, I did $115.40. My very first week. So, you know, it kind of tells you, I mean, there's bigger margins, obviously, on Etsy, but like I said, I mean, on Amazon, you have more traffic.
Yeah. And I know the listings, I mean, to add tags and all these things, you just say it's a little bit longer, though, like to add something compared to merch, like a little bit more time consuming, or not really?
Not really. So you know what I do now is I put all my tags on a notepad. And when I say notepad, I'm talking about the notepad on the desktop, not an actual notepad. And then when I upload the same design on different apparels, I just copy and paste the tags.
Okay.
Instead of having to manually type it each time, I just copy and paste. I type it out once and then copy and paste.
Okay. And a question. Okay, so question on the t-shirts. Can you choose, like, how many t-shirt colors can you choose? When we know you can do 5 for Amazon, does it matter, or do you have a limit on it, or no?
Well, it does matter. So I find that the men's unisex, I mean, you can select more than 5, but I find that they do cut you off at a certain point. I think you can have somewhere around 10 to 12 colors. And then if you go over that, they'll tell you, they say, hey, you're like, you're over your limit. Yeah. But it's, again, guys, it's super easy. I mean, if you never done it, I mean, it might take a few minutes to navigate around the whole dashboard and platform. But trust me, I mean, again, just 2 weeks into it, I'm really comfortable and familiar with the dashboard now.
Yeah. All right, very nice. I think I've sold maybe like 30 items on Etsy.
But these are stuff that you thrifted or found. Like
this is in the past.
Yeah.
At least I have somewhat good. I mean, I have like a good rating. I know that's going to help me in any kind, because I don't know about reviews or ratings or stores, how it works for Etsy. But at least I'm somewhat familiar with the platform. Also with the family business, they still sell on Etsy, and they do pretty good too. But it's not, it's not, super complicated to use. So I know it's not going to be too difficult once I start cross listing and see what happens. And I just really want to get into like testing mode and see what's working, see how to get used to the platform, to really, get used to it and everything. So I'm pretty pumped though. It really did kind of get me excited again on the print on demand. I know you're like, what? Excited again? Because merch, I mean, man, I don't know. I got a little burnt out, at some point. We're just kind of like sitting here and listing like over and over and over again. Some people don't like listing on eBay. Personally, I don't mind. Like, I think it's super easy to list stuff on eBay. But for Etsy, I mean, for merch, even like copying and pasting stuff, like, I don't know. I like designing. I just don't like listing. That's probably like the one part I'm just totally bummed out about with the merch. So I did get a little burnt, but
okay. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just got a little bit burnt out on it. So, I mean, this little break kind of did help me too, to kind of like refresh and get back into it. But now the whole Etsy Printful thing kind of got me like totally pumped up in general, because now I feel like I can cross list and get 2 platforms going.
Mm-hmm. And to list on Etsy through Printful, oh my gosh, it's so easy. It's so easy. Like, once you select the colors and the size, not the sizes, but I mean, they're going to offer all the sizes. But I mean, once you select the colors and stuff, it's almost automatic.
Yeah.
And then after it syncs to Etsy, there's a few things you got to manually go in there and edit, but it takes like less than a minute.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah,
super easy, super quick.
Super easy, super quick, and you know what? I don't know why. I should go and and talk to some of these people if I can. But I don't understand why eBay doesn't offer something like this. I don't understand why they don't collaborate with companies like Printful. Because imagine what eBay can do as far as their revenue when they do something like this.
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely help them, but I think also, I don't know, it might get flooded, but I don't know. I mean, who knows, right?
Yeah, who knows? But you know what? I mean, this is right now, this opportunity again. Everyone. I mean, if you're waiting to get onto Merch by Amazon, I think this is probably the next best opportunity. It's again. I mean, I've pretty much proven that there's money to be made. I'm 2 weeks in and I've already made $200. So it's real.
Yeah, totally. So I mean, this is a good episode. I just wanted to kind of like, well, me and you both wanted to just kind of talk about it. People that maybe have never heard about it, maybe they wanted to just know just some basic things. But we're definitely going to, let's just see like another month, 2 months, 3 months, and then we'll go back and see what's going on. I mean, who knows? We might do this every month. I mean, I don't know. Maybe until we really boost up and get at least maybe like our first 50 to 100 listings or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, and I even texted you, right? I was like, yo, man, I was like, Glenn, you got to get on this whole Etsy integration thing.
Oh, yeah. I signed up that day, but I just haven't put anything on.
Oh yeah, no, it's so easy, man. It's and I've seen your designs, and so I know they'll do really good on there.
Yeah.
One thing I will say though is again, I've had about 9 sales already. I will say this: it seems like a lot of the shoppers are women, because I was looking at the names and the type of apparel that they bought, and like the majority of them are women. So with that said, maybe create some designs that's catered to women, right?
Okay.
I mean, don't do like a design that says, "Oh, I love to drink," and you know what I mean. I love football or something, right?
Hey, women love football.
You know what I mean, tough guy.
All right. So I thought that was pretty good. Nice little intro into it, and like I said, we'll check back into it too, and then probably talk to Margaret and try to get more info on and see how she's doing on there. And then take it from there and let everybody know. Keep them updated. Yeah,
no, I'll keep you guys updated, and if you guys haven't signed up for my income report, I mean, I've already added the very first week of my Etsy into last month's income report. So if you guys do want some updates, definitely sign up for that. But yeah, man, I'm super excited. I think this is a untapped market and opportunity as far as print on demand. I mean, it's just, there's so much potential on Etsy, and I'm really, really pumped.
There we go. Anything else we got to say before we go?
No. If you guys have any questions, message me on Facebook, tag me in the group. And you can also, again, go to my website, geekhustle.com. You can contact me there. Glenn, how can people find you?
You can email me, hustlerhacks1@gmail.com, or hustlerhacks on YouTube.
Cool deal. Thank you, everyone, so much for listening. And next week, we're going to have a really cool show. And until then, have a wonderful week.